Hello friends and learners. We are in the last lecture of module 11, week 11 of our marketing course, Art and Science of Marketing, from basics to breakthrough. The module 11 relate with marketing organization and control, and the last session of this module is going to deal with role of technology in marketing control that may reflect in terms of dashboard and automation. I, Dr. Asutosh Mohan, Associate Professor at Institute of Management Studies, Banaras Hindu University, would like to start this session with two of the objectives which we want to cover during the session. The first objective is to understand how technology enhances the marketing evaluation and control. And the second one is to explore and structure the features of marketing dashboard. That is something new where we try to understand what is marketing dashboard. And this is happening and this is widely adopted by different organizations nowadays. Let's start with a story as usual in our differentiation we did in the same manner. Wakefit, a direct-to-consumer D2C provider of sleep solution. They used the marketing dashboard in 2020. They developed the marketing dashboard in 2020 to evaluate the effectiveness of their influencers, the email, the social media campaign, and one realization they captured through their marketing dashboard that YouTube creators had more return on investment than Instagram celebrities. Something unusual. So YouTube creators might be a common people. The Instagram celebrity might be serving as influencer, but YouTube creators were more influencing than the celebrities. So it changed the media approach in response in right way. Just think about it. What if Wakefit had to wait for a quarterly assessment? Don't you think the real-time assessment which provided by marketing dashboard is giving more time to the Wakefit company to respond as per the market? And they amended their policies to match with the market requirement. So they emphasized more on YouTube creators' content rather than investing on celebrity appeal through Instagram. That's what the power of marketing dashboard on a real-time capturing of happenings at the market altogether. Now the question arises, why technology is essential in marketing control? Very natural, but don't you think very obvious also? Because without technology, the sustainability, the functioning at present is relatively impossible. So technology is not an enabler. Nowadays, technology is a backbone of every organization. And we know the importance of backbone for any human being, for any creature. So technology is serving the same purpose, but still, specifically if we try to capture, it captures the real-time performance tracking. It reduces the manual error because several times the repetitive routine tasks are having a kind of monotonous nature where the possibility of committing errors will be high. But in case of automation, that possibility will by default eliminate it. It increases the agility and campaign responsiveness, where more flexibility, as we witnessed in our last story of Wakefit, where the agility and responsiveness, because we are capturing with the help of technology through marketing dashboard on a real-time basis, and we amended the strategy on a very natural way responding to the requirement. Helps measure the ROI across multiple platforms simultaneously. Otherwise, in case of manual system, you are capturing the different kind of data, then mingling and analyzing the same. But here, it by default, the technologies provide capability in terms of analytics, in terms of all those big data, metadata, which we are talking, and accordingly finding out the possibility, the interfaces, the interpretations, and getting a real intelligence. So automation in marketing control, it may be in terms of automated reporting, one of the factor where daily, weekly email reports are possible. It may be in terms of developing an alert system, in terms of Google Tag Manager triggers on goal drop-offs. It's quite natural, it's quite possible where we can develop a kind of alert system whenever things are moving or deviating from the planned outcome. It simply triggers to pay attention and take corrective actions. It may be in terms of A/B testing setup, whether plan A is good or plan B is good. We can have a kind of simulation, we can have a different kind of real settings and test those plans under the experimentation before actual implementation. That is also possible, and that will lead towards the optimum utilization of resources, the optimization. It's possible with the technology. Predictive analytics, that is churn for probability, for example the churn probability, predictive analytics. Now this particular habit which talks in terms of churn probability is possible, where you are identifying a buying habit of an individual and just tracing that particular buying habit of individual. You are identifying, for example, a very simple example, the person is purchasing a bigger volume, keep on purchasing the same volume, then reducing the volume, and then purchase something, some other brand, maybe returning back to your brand, but the volume is still reducing. Don't you think that is an indicator to identify that this person is having certain kind of dissatisfaction, certain kind of possibility that this customer may switch to another brand? The person is looking for some certain other solution. This is what predictive analytics power is, and that is what we can perform in terms of churn analysis. Now, in terms of automated marketing control tools which the organizations are using nowadays, we simply try to categorize or give you a glimpse of some of those tools, and just imagine how beautifully technology is intervening in our day-to-day life. We might not be knowing these particular tools. It may be a first time you are knowing, maybe few of you are knowing those particular tools, but this is actual tools the organizations are using in different categories. Let's have a look. Analytics. We have the Google Analytics 4, we have Hotjar, we have Mixpanel, and that is giving you a kind of result which might not be possible with simple analysis. They are simply trying to interface, they simply try to integrate the different inputs and infer the certain meaning and giving you the results. CRM. Under CRM, we are having the HubSpot, we have Salesforce. These are beautiful programs, the beautiful platforms which gives you in-depth analysis of each and every customer and provide you a kind of scenario where you have to have devise your strategies for customer relationship management. Then we have social dashboards. For example, Sprout Social, Hootsuite, Buffer. These are simply giving you the effectiveness of your social media presence. And if you have these plugins, you have these particular tools inbuilt with your different kind of campaigns, you may get to know how effective your campaigns are. Under the automation, we have Zapier, we are having MailChimp, we are having ActiveCampaign, which are giving you the operational efficiency, the automation possibilities and its execution and the outcome, where you may identify how the people are reacting with your different kind of strategies, with the execution of different plans. Some of the key features, we are nowadays talking a lot about marketing dashboard. Some of the key features of marketing dashboard which we need to understand. For example, the customization of widgets and metrics, that is required one. So if anyone is saying that this dashboard is a dashboard, a very standard dashboard, that is not required. Every organization is having their own specific set of requirement, and accordingly they have to design their own customized dashboard, which is giving you a real picture what is happening and what they want to capture. Integration with API, Facebook, MailChimp, the Google Analytics 4, this is crucial, because if you are not integrating, then possibly you may have a picture, but you may have a data set which can be visualized as a picture, but actually you are not understanding what this picture is conveying to you. You are not understanding the meaning of that picture until unless you combine certain analytical tools to combine different data elements available on your dashboard and tell you a story what is happening at the marketplace. Drill down capability, if you develop interest, your dashboard need to answer the whys. And remember, there is one golden rule: if you ask 5 times the why, you will find the root cause in general. So if your dashboard provide that capability where you are asking the why and getting the answer why this is happening, definitely your purpose is going to be solved. Color coded alerts and campaign, that is simply flagging, that is simply showing, because certain repeated exposure to certain individual, if it is not color coded, then might be missed by those viewers who are actually supposed to have a look of those marketing dashboard, follow those marketing dashboard, but they may miss certain happenings. So if certain things are not moving as per the requirement, the flags are raised. The attention is seeked by the dashboard, and accordingly viewer or actual user of that dashboard is taking the action. So coded alert, campaign filter, those are the other things which need to be part and parcel. Let's have some real examples. Nykaa, they tracks the influencer wise sales conversion through their dashboard. Swiggy, they monitor the campaign wise customer retention across cities. Tanishq, they track the NPS by state, by channel from different media channels, and these all are captured by marketing dashboard in those organizations. So what will be the end of learning related with this session? That is summary. Dashboard shows the real time performance. That is a necessity because the dynamicity at the marketplace is increasing. So we cannot have the static dashboards, or we cannot have a routine kind of report, just wait and then act. We need some real time capturing, and marketing dashboard provide the same. Automation lower the latency and speed of evaluation. That's what possible. Otherwise, if you are getting the report, evaluating it and then taking the action, might be opportunity already lost. So what is the use of taking action? That is what latency and the speed is very crucial, and which can be possible if you use the technology. Technology enables not reactive but proactive marketing control. That is also possible. Every time we need not to reactive or responding to the situation. If we are, for example, that's what the churn analysis or the predictive analytical tool which we discussed in last few minutes. If you know that this customer might shift or switch to another offer, why not intervene at the moment or before the moment of churn and make this customer remain attached with your offer? That is what the power of proactiveness, that is what the power of predictive analytics, and this is only possible if you are using a technology in a beautiful manner. So what may be the session assignment? If you have further interest, pick a company or a campaign of your choice, propose 3 dashboard matrices and 2 automation that could improve the marketing efficiency. Relatively tough. It will be easier if you work in any organization and dealing with those. As a simple consumer, might be a little difficult, but still if you have interest, just try to find out the same, with the understanding of the session. If you have further interest, you can read the book Kotler Marketing 5.0, the chapter on automation and tech-enabled marketing, where he beautifully depicted the power of technology. So thank you for your attention, thank you for your energy. We completed the 11 weeks and we moved to the last week of our marketing course. So keep learning, keep smiling. Thanks again.